If you think you're a smart trader, that you can chase every signal, ride every trend, and double down on impulse, then I have a harsh truth for you. Ignoring this one rule will cost you more than you realize. 10%. That's the number. Not one trade more than 10% of your account. And if you ignore it, you could be losing $10,000 a month without even noticing. I am Jesse Livermore. I've walked the floor of Wall Street, made fortunes, lost them, and rebuilt them. And I've learned the hard way that discipline is the difference between a trader who survives and one who perishes. And I'm going to teach you the rule that could save your account and your sanity. Picture this. You've spotted what looks like a perfect trade. Your indicators align. Your gut screams go. So you pour in everything, your entire account. Because surely this is it. This is your big break. Maybe it wins, maybe it loses. And when it loses, it's not just a loss. It's a death sentence for your account. This is what I call the $10,000 mistake, the one that could have been avoided by a single rule. Risk no more than 10%. Traders are emotional creatures. We chase excitement, adrenaline, and the illusion of certainty. But the market doesn't care about your feelings. It punishes the undisciplined. That's why the 10% rule exists. Not because it's fancy, not because it's complicated, but because it works. Let me tell you a story. Early in my career, I did exactly what you're tempted to do now. I overloaded on a position, convinced it was the golden ticket. One wrong move, one reversal, and I lost nearly half my account in a single trade. It was a wake-up call. Discipline isn't just a suggestion, it's survival. The 10% rule is simple but deceptively powerful. Never risk more than 10% of your total capital on a single trade. Not 20%, not 50%, 10%. That's the maximum exposure your account can tolerate. Why? Because the market is unpredictable. Patterns fail, indicators lie, and even the most confident setup can crumble in an instant. This rule forces you to survive the inevitable losses. Because here's the truth, even my best trades went wrong sometimes, and if I had risked everything on them, I wouldn't have lasted long enough to learn, adapt, and ultimately grow my fortune. Think of it as insurance, not a complicated policy, just a simple hedge against your own overconfidence. Trade within your limits, and you give yourself the chance to fight another day. Ignore it, and every trade becomes a roulette wheel spinning against you. Now here's where most traders fall into the trap. Psychology. Your mind wants to overtrade. It wants to chase losses. It whispers, double down. You can't let this one slip. And suddenly, one mistake snowballs into catastrophe. This is why the 10% rule isn't just about math, it's about mastering your mind. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, if you never train it, it atrophies. Every time you break the rule, you weaken it. Every time you follow it, you strengthen it. This is the hidden edge that most traders never realize. They think edge comes from indicators, strategies, or hot tips. But the real edge, it's psychological. It's surviving the storm when everyone else is getting swept away. Imagine two traders. Both have the same strategy, the same capital, the same tools. One respects the 10% rule. The other ignores it. Who do you think will be alive in 6 months? Who will compound their gains slowly but steadily month after month? Let's talk in real numbers. Say you have $50,000 in capital. You ignore the 10% rule and risk 50% on a trade. One bad move, and you're down $25,000. Even if you win the next trade, you're only recovering what you lost halfway. Now scale this to monthly trading. A few impulsive, oversized trades, and $10,000 or more can vanish before you even realize it. Here's the paradox. Small, controlled trades compound into wealth. Large, reckless trades compound into ruin. The math is unforgiving. Emotion is treacherous. And yet, Most traders never think about it until it's too late. This is why discipline isn't optional. It's your lifeline. I've seen it over and over, traders who think they can make it up with the next trade. They ignore the limit, double down, and then wonder why they're broke. The market doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't care about your excuses. Respect the 10% rule, and you keep your seat at the table. You might be thinking, Jesse, this was the old Wall Street. Today we have algorithms, crypto, forex, and leverage. And yes, times have changed, but human nature hasn't. Greed, fear, impatience, they remain unchanged. The 10% rule adapts, it scales, and it protects. Start by calculating your maximum risk per trade, then stick to it no matter what. If a setup feels irresistible, remember, the opportunity is endless. The market will offer another. Your account, however, is finite. Protect it, respect it, discipline it. And here's a tip few traders consider. Track your trades like a ledger of life lessons. Note your wins, but more importantly, note your losses. Every time you follow the rule, it becomes instinct. Every time you break it, remember, you're paying tuition for experience. This is where the magic happens. Follow the 10% rule and suddenly you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Because small, controlled trades compound. You don't need to hit a home run every day. You just need to avoid the strikeouts that wipe you out. Think of it like planting seeds. One seed doesn't make a forest, but 1,000 small seeds, nurtured over time, create an unstoppable growth. That's your account. That's your wealth. That's your freedom. And it all starts with the simple, unwavering commitment to never risk more than 10%. The trader who understands this doesn't panic. They don't chase. They execute. They survive. And over months, the profits add up, sometimes quietly, sometimes spectacularly. But the difference is always clear. Discipline wins where desire fails. So here's your choice. You can ignore this lesson, chase every hot tip, overload every trade, and hope for the best. Or you can take control. You can respect the 10% rule, protect your account, and compound your gains month after month. The difference between losing $10,000 and gaining $10,000 may not be strategy. It may just be discipline. If you want to take your trading seriously, start today. Calculate your risk. Stick to your limits. Keep a journal. Train your mind. Master the psychology of survival before you chase the thrill of winning. Because the market doesn't reward the reckless, it rewards the disciplined. And if you found this video valuable, I want you to do something for me. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more insights from the greatest trading minds in history, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Tell me, how are you going to apply the 10% rule starting today? Your story might inspire another trader to save their account and their sanity. Remember, traders, discipline isn't glamorous, it isn't sexy, but it is profitable. And if you follow it, you won't just survive. You'll thrive. I'm Jesse Livermore, and your trading journey starts with respecting the rules that matter most. Risk wisely. Trade smart. Follow the 10% rule.